Stirring the coffee with chopsticks using the vortex method, the only true way to optimize the taste of your coffee at the molecular level. Good morning. Welcome to the Daybreak Show. I am the Sultan. We'll get started. But first, coffee. Nice. Simple. A touch of honey. Some people say, well, honey is not part of the keto diet. Whatever. I do what I want when I want. I'm not strict or dogmatic about anything, except truth. In my cursive writing mug, I got this last year when I was practicing my cursive writing, and I'm still doing it. I love it. Wow, that's good. Let's get started. I don't know why any sensible guy would want a skinny girl. Clearly, they are not good at making sandwiches. Breaking news, China aims nukes at the United States, but Jane is on location and will show us what are the hottest stocking stuffers of 2019. Jane? That's my impression of the news. I have never come across a Nazi or a white supremacist in my nearly 60 years on this earth. Yet the fake narrative that they're everywhere, is on every station. Democrats, liberals, talking about they're just everywhere. Really? Where? Where are they? Introverts, unite separately in your own house. With the power of the web, we can be one. You are already complete. You would just like another person another complete person to share time with. If someone isn't complete, then there's a vacuum that sucks the life out of anything around them. The draining people, you know them. You're always tired after you're around them. The draining people, they suck the life out of you. You spend time with them and then it takes time to recover. The good ones give you energy. They make you want to move, eat better, laugh more, pursue your goals and dreams. And if you don't actively pursue the good ones, then you end up either drained or always dealing with the other's drama, or you waste your own time trying to fix the draining people. And guess what? You are no longer allowed to fix people. You heard it from me this morning. You are no longer allowed to collect broken people and fix them. No more. Scare the dickens out of me. The word Dickens has nothing to do with Charles Dickens, contrary to popular thought. It was a Shakespearean euphemism for the devil and hell without saying devil and hell. What in the dickens are you doing? I can't remember what the dickens his name was. Really don't mind if you sit this one out. My words but a whisper, your deafness a shout. I may make you feel, but I can't make you think. Ian Anderson, 1972. I love having a massively huge mustache, but it is so impractical and literally changes the way that you do everything from eating, drinking, daily grooming, evolutionary intergender contact, if you know what I'm talking about. It just was not practical to have this massive, huge mustache. And I kind of like my trimmed, neat, I don't have to like wipe coffee off of it or food. I just like it like this. It blows my mind that nature can be illegal. Things that you grow can be illegal. It blows my mind. When an old man dies, a library burns to the ground. An African proverb. A lady never leaves her escort. It isn't fair. It isn't nice. A lady doesn't wander all over the room and blow on some other guy's dice. Luck Be a Lady by Frank Sinatra, 1965. If the room was completely dark and quiet, how long would you sleep? Put your answer down below. I'd like to hear that. I would also like you to check out my brother Tony Bruno's channel, T21 Surfer. He was doing some remodeling in his house, and in the wall, literally in the wall, he found love letters, a stack of letters. And he saw that they were, after reading all of them, they were sequential. And he reads them out loud on camera on his channel called Real Life Letters. But his channel is T21 Surfer. The topic is real life letters. And he sees a progression between this man and woman in these letters. And the really cool thing is, he found them. Nearly 50 years later, he found the people. He knows what happened to them, where they live. It's pretty interesting. I'll put a link to his channel down below. Subscribe and tell him that I sent you. Tony Bruno, my brother. Oh, and also, real quick, last night before I went to bed, I loaded up the dehydrator. Let me take another sip of coffee. I bought a 4-pound rump roast, cut off some of the really thick fat, save that for making tallow. I have a brand new marinade recipe. Let me show you. I just took this out of the Van Gogh room before I started the show. I've gotten so much use for this thing, you have no idea. I have no idea. Now, I just made myself 2 days worth of biltong. You've seen my videos. I took a big rump roast, cut it up into pieces, some small, some huge. I don't know if you can see this. And I have, what, 1, 2, 3, 4 racks of these. Can you see that? Special marinade. Now, let me just take a piece here. It was in all night, so it was probably, I got a good 8 hours of sleep, so it was in for at least 8 to 10 hours. Oh my gosh. This is amazing. It's amazing. Hallelujah. 4 racks of these. This is just, I can't even tell you how good this is. It's savory. I didn't put any garlic in it or any onion in the marinade. Not this one, because I'm working close with people, obviously, cutting hair. Oh my gosh, this is a tested marinade recipe. I experiment on myself. And this is possibly the best I've ever done. Wow. Just absolutely wow. Now this will feed me. I have 4 of these racks right here. And I will put it in 2 different Ziploc bags. And I will take it to work with me. And I will probably chew on some on the way to work today. And then graze on it throughout the day. So it'll be kind of like lunch-ish. It'll keep me fed throughout the day. I left enough fat on it. Let me see if you can see the fat. For instance, on some pieces, it's marbled beautifully, and that fat just tastes like butter. But I'll graze on that, and that way, then I'll have kind of a light meal this evening. I should put a link for the dehydrator down below. They're fairly cheap. And if you go back over some of my carnivore videos, you'll see how I do this. I get 1 big roast. That roast at the market, you don't have to get the best meat. Don't worry about prime meat. You can just get big gnarly pieces of beef. Cut them up. It all tastes the same anyways. And don't worry about going low fat. You want the fat in it. And it's not difficult to chew, or it just tastes like butter. It's beautiful. But I do this once a week. So I get 2 days worth of meals out of this once a week, and have been for almost a year now. And this thing has been absolutely wonderful. And then I do my mostly meat stuff on the other days. But I do love the portability and the non-fragile aspect of the dried beef. And then, of course, you can use this to dry herbs if you want, or dry mushrooms if you want. And we'll talk about that in the future. But until then, finish your coffee, will ya? And I'll see you tomorrow on the Daybreak Show.